Hey everybody, how you doing? You probably been wondering why you haven't been seeing deck profiles lately. I actually recorded some not too long ago, and they just weren't really that great because, to be honest, I was filming when I really shouldn't have been because I just wasn't feeling 100% myself. So I decided to erase them, and we're gonna do them all over again, so they're just better quality. This is you're gonna get four new deck profiles posted at this time. This one specifically, I think we're going to be covering the one that most people are going to be interested in. At least one of the more higher up tier decks currently as far as set 2 goes. So we're just going to jump straight into this, so hope you enjoy. So, since obviously this is Trickstars, as you can tell by the video's title, there is one small change that I've made to the ride line, and that is I have switched back to the Dragon Egg. The big debate for this deck is, do you play the Dragon Egg or do you use Trickstar as the starter? If you use Trickstar as the starter, you can Soul Blast it out and get one out quicker. However, if you go second, that one card misdraw that you don't get, it just kinda hits really hard, especially if you don't open up with Verena Arcs, because you really don't want to be down in hand advantage that quick. And just getting that extra card just gives you more options. So Dragon Egg is what I'm going with, and assuming this one lets you search Trickstar, this one lets you search your Verena, and then obviously Nirvana is pretty much the main engine of the deck that powers up all your Overdress units and can fetch you your Trickstar. So obviously we're going to start with our triggers, or grade zeros, and since this is a Trickstar deck, we play 4 Trickstars in the main board. Obviously, if you're playing a Trickstar deck, you're going to be playing Trickstar. I finally was able to get my hollow ones too, so yay. For the triggers, to be honest, there wasn't a whole lot of change. We still play our Dragon Empire over trigger. The one change is we now only play 7 crit, and I play 4 copies of the new front trigger that we got in set 2. I like this card because it guards as a 20k shield when you're at grade 3. So it just gives you a little more defensive power, and then obviously we're playing heal triggers because we're smart. So grade 1s, obviously 4 perfect guards to help shield us from big attacks. It's a secondary ability to where you can guard with it if you have a small enough hand and not have to pay its discard cost is there, so that might save you from time to time, so that's really nice. So we definitely want to max out on those. And then a new card we got from set 2, which is very, very good. I'm going to probably butcher this name, so please go easy on me. Stealth Dragon Toga Chiriashi, I think is how you say that. Chiriashi. He's really good. Whenever you discard him from your hand, you can place him in your soul. So it's really good for a lot of reasons. One, we do use soul in this deck, and 2, you can just pitch this for when you're getting your pieces from your ride line. So you're pitching it to a pinch. You're not essentially pitching it. You're just placing it in your soul, so you can use it for your Overdress plays later. So it has a very good purpose. And then the last grade 1 is 3 copies of Blaze Maiden Aruna. I think that's how you say that. So she's really good because whenever she boosts a grade 0 unit, she boosts for 13, so you at least hit an 18k column, which is kind of the magic number you need to hit. So you can, set up for your Elgar plays, and it makes your Trickstar attack actually worth something, as opposed to if you don't have this, or if you don't have this behind Trickstar on your swing, his swing is just going to be pointless unless you Persona ride that turn. So we play Aruna to make Trickstar's attack at least worth something. Grade 2s, 4 copies of the new Overdress unit, Verena Elgar. Elgar is, he's very good, and I will admit, I misread this card when I very first saw it, because I thought this was going to be not as good, but I I misread it. So, but anyway, since he is one of the newer additions, I'll read him verbatim in case you don't know. So obviously he overdresses on top of Trickstar, and then his ability is auto from the hand. At the end of the battle that your Trickstar attacked a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is Chakrabarthi, Divine Dragon, Nirvana, which it will be, Soul Blast 2 to overdress this card on your Trickstar on a rear guard, standing, and countercharge 1. So it gives you a countercharge outlet, plus it gives you multi-attack options for this deck, which is absolutely amazing. And then his other ability is continuous effect, is if this unit is in the overdress state, it gets plus 10,000 power and plus 10,000 shield. So that means even on your opponent's turn, he will be a 20k power unit. So if they do want to attack him, they're going to have to most likely have some sort of an additional effect or a trigger in order to hit him. And he gives you an option to intercept him with 15k, with 10k added to his shield, making him 15k. So that's really nice. And then also, we still play 4 copies of Arena Arcs. This is basically Pot of Greed. Anytime you overdress, counterblast 1, and draw 2. Well, you overdress with him. So he replaces himself, gives you another card, so it's a +1. So Verena Arcs, we like +1, so we play 4 Verenas for 4 Verena Arcs. You really want to try and open up with this in your opening hand if possible. If you draw your first 5 cards pre-mulligan, and you get this, hold on to it. So he's a very nice early game just to get some early hand advantage. And then we played just 2 copies of the regular Verena. You want to play 2, so you're guaranteeing you're going to get that search off with Rayu when you ride over her. So you get Verena. His effect is not really... his effect you might use maybe against some Magnolia players, or maybe against Stoyokia in general, especially with the new flagship dragon coming out in set 3. He might see his effect might see a little more play, but who knows. But then we also get a new overdress grade 3 unit in that set, so we'll have to wait and see. Then for grade 3s, obviously we're playing our 3 more copies of Chakrabarthi, Divine Dragon, Nirvana. Simple skill. Winning attacks, you can counterblast 1 to give himself and any unit in overdress plus 10,000 power. And then you can discard a card from your hand to recall Trickstar from your drop zone. So he pretty much makes your whole deck work. And then for the last grade 3s, I played 2 copies of Blaze Fist Monk Damari. Some people don't play Damari. They still play Verena Valiente. I don't like Verena Valiente. I mean, I do realize there are people that still play it, and if you don't ever get to technically overdress it, you can just call it, and then with Chakrabarthi's skill, you can make him 23, and on overdress turns, you can make him 33, but I like Damari because he's going to allow you to retire your opponent's rear guards, and call your Trickstar out. So he's good for that. So if you can use him to kind of create another attack too, so you can technically set up your board where you can get 5 attacks with this deck, which is really nice. So anyway, guys, short and sweet. That is set 2 updated version of Trickstar. Really fun deck. It's only going to get better with more and more time, especially with Season 2 of Overdress coming soon. They did reveal just the other day in set 4 is when we will get the upgraded versions of our ride line bosses, so those will be interesting seeing what they do with those. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Make sure you leave a like, comment, questions, or anything else you want to put down in the comment section. I always read them. So I hope you're all doing good, and I'll see you next time.